sick. But we're restarting the game. It's on vanilla, veteran difficulty setting, and we've opted to have the additional stories from the DLC. This isn't War of the Chosen, however, it is still the base game. This is the very first mission. So that's where we're going. Now I've reset this because I did start a stream and made a big mistake. I advanced beyond the blue. Basically that meant I ran into the enemy's observation and I didn't have any overwatch. Literal rookie mistake. So we're going to advance, we're going to keep it blue. What we're looking to do obviously is survive this without any fatalities, complete the objective, and ideally get everyone in that first run of promotion. I'm going to go Overwatch. Our guys aren't going to take a shot unless they have already been exposed. We've got some great cover here. I'm going to see about making the most of that. Worth going there? Arguably not. Would have thought that would be full cover, but okay. Okay. I'm considering taking these guys out in a wanna. I think if I go here, we aren't seen. And if I lob this, we've got a threefer. Okay, we're no longer in cover. Let's go over here. I'm sure that there's bad guys over this way. Yeah. Okay. They're looking a little oblivious. There's the objective. We're going to be blowing up that statue. The commander is having a bit of a moment. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to load. This is alright. This is just going to take us to the very start of this current turn. It just gets rid of that talking head that sometimes pops up and glitches the turn. Now, let's see what angle. How do we have this angle? They were over there, weren't they? I'm well aware that this could be abused, save scumming and cheating. I'm not trying to do that. It's just
capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control. Menace 1-5, you're near the target position.
Yeah, we needed those little dialogue scenes. Oh, we've been spotted. Not what I wanted. Shouldn't have gone that far, really. Okay, we're going to have to do what I don't like to do, which is to take cover first. What I would like is to be able to move this chap back. Hopefully he's not going to get killed. For what it's worth. Yeah, 26%. That's not a great percentage, is it? He's probably going to mark us, make the enemy more accurate. Oof, critical. Not dead yet, though. Not dead yet. Go, go, go. Oof, very much wide. I'm frankly amazed because he was behind full cover. You're panicking. My gosh, what an appalling start we've had. I'm not going to reset it though. Not just yet.
Target disabled.
So that's not full cover, is it? Are they? They're that side of this thing.
Je confirme.
Yeah, I'm sort of going a little aggressive here.
Explosion!
Oh, that's French for explosion.
Je me fais allumer!
Come on, you pansied out there.
now.
Let's see if you can get it back. Nice.
Je suis en route. Attention, il y a des gens par
Area is
ici.
secure. We're not picking up any
Nice, we've got
inbound
something to
contacts.
pick up there. That's
Scanners are
great.
clear. -15, we have a limited window to act
Scanner's
before
clear.
advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
Okay.
Got some good stuff here.
Got some okay stuff there. Better stuff, but
Orders confirmed. On the move.
so what do we learn? Don't move out of the blue movement. Always make sure that you've got Overwatch. Always make sure that you're covering each other. I made a rookie mistake there. Made a
Status
rookie
confirmed. Squad is
mistake.
clear. Detonating charges.
It's been a successful mission. Rating good. Yeah, not excellent, but we should have a chance to pick up some new recruits, just as we should have a chance to get some scientists and engineers, two things that we sorely need.
The Ranger
Or
serves as our
Legetho.
primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently and
Okay,
concealment.
Ranger, excellent. Great. What we got here? Specialist, yeah.
Just like it.
And you're going to be a sharpshooter. We could do as a grenadier. Maybe the other chap would have been one, but
Commander, to the research labs.
yeah, skippity skip, skip, skip.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work
Thrilling.
immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Right, now something that I'm just going to do, I'm not going to spend forever doing this, it's just I do find it is handy to color code your peeps. Specialist. I tend to have the specialists in red. I tend to have the Sharpies in purple. It does make a bit of a difference in game. Just makes it a little easier to peg who is doing what. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need more soldiers. Skippy, skip, skip, skip.
Digging through some of the old data
Okay, now the
files Central
first
has been
thing
holding
that I
on to
want
since
to
before
do.
the war. I keep running across notes scrawled in English and what looks like broken German. I should probably ask him about it. There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first. Go start work on a new facility right
Yeah,
away,
build that
Commander.
right away.
I'll send word when it's up and running. Just give the word and I'll get
What's,
started,
what
Commander.
kind of
You'd be
things can I
surprised how big of a
build?
difference some of these things can make in combat, Commander. With a few
Yeah, you're
supplies,
dead right.
I can manufacture anything we need in...
Commander.
Mm-hmm.
While we prepare for new operations and continue our research, we can pass time by scanning scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans on the surrounding area. Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
Yeah, supply is very, very useful early on.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us
There's
search
other
the area for
resources that you're
clues
going
or
to need
other
as you progress
resources.
through the game as well.
It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our
We
ongoing
desperately
efforts,
need
Commander.
enhanced weapons. We need those. But
I'd assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander.
it's
I'll
going to take a
notify you as
while,
soon as
so
the
we
reports
could
are
really do with another scientist if we
Strategic
can. In the
resource
meantime,
located.
we'll research easier stuff.
Avenger
Rookies,
spotting
yes,
new
we need more
course.
soldiers. What we want to do is we want to ultimately engage with more radio stations and cover more of the map and stuff like that. But
As the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back.
we've got a chance to get an
at.
engineer.
As it is, we've
Hellborn
already
Misery.
identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Okay, 4 soldiers. Now, who... I think we'll keep the ranger, and I think we'll keep the specialist, and then I'm looking to get some other people upgraded. Come on, Paul. Yeah, we want that. I mean, that's not much of a thing. It's neither here nor there. We'll chuck that on there. It's a pretty perfunctory kind of thing. We've got Guerrilla Tactics School. Okay, great. Yeah, I didn't realise the Guerrilla Tactics School allows you to use those biological enhancements. Some of them can be very
Fire
handy.
Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Tally ho.
Dr. Tygan has picked up a signal from a
Cass
hidden
comes to join
alien
us.
communications
Hey.
relay sending data to the Advent network from this area. Anything we
Destroy
can do
alien
to disrupt
transmitter
the
and
aliens'
kill all
logistics
targets.
increases our chances of stopping their
I
progress.
wonder if we'll have a timer.
We'll need to
Timers
secure the
make
area
things more
and eliminate any
difficult.
hostiles.
For
Then
sure.
Destroy the relay before they finish their transmission.
Destroy the relay
Menace
before they
1-5.
film. Yeah, there's going to be a
Communications
timer.
relay is up ahead. Move in and destroy the target. Roger that.
Okay, so we're concealed. We're moving into the yellow. Which can be dicey, but we should be okay. We shouldn't bump into any enemies. They shouldn't spot us. We should be able to make this first turn. We should be able to move into the yellow. Not worry about Overwatch, any of that kind of stuff. We've got to get to our objectives soon, so
Location confirmed.
let's get to it. And this is where, like I said, I completed the game. And this is where I'm missing some of the things like the cool skills and tech that I had.
First encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater
Tempting,
psionic
right?
potential.
Oof, right on the edge there. I think...
Ordre bien reçu, j'y vais. Je suis dessus.
Orders confirmed. On the move. Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, let's get in there and do the slash
They've
VS.
spotted us.
Yep, they have. Evil looking things with satellites. Right, and then if his buddy
Taken care
comes
of.
to do anything, he should get shredded.
It's done.
Bingo. Okay, so the bad guys know that we're here. They don't know exactly where we are. Okay. Looks like we've got some bad guys there. we should be perfectly fine to move here and not be seen. Wondering if we might actually be able to get a little bit of elevation. If we attack from above, our shots will be more accurate. Good. There's some goon there, but I think that's just some innocent bystander. I don't know if we'll be seen if I go there. It counts as an elevated position.
I'm on the move. Got some advent here.
Alright, okay, we went a little too far. Went a little too far. The thing is, with grenades, they can't miss. I mean, that's gonna get him, right?
This is for you.
Okay. I'm on it.
They're starting to lose
Now,
ground.
ideally, everyone would have been capable of overwatching. They wouldn't have been out in the open.
Moving on target location. We've got the objective in sight. Moving to Overwatch.
I think we're better off staying on Overwatch and looking out for that rogue enemy while we could take some pot shots at the objective, and that would be, wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. I think we've got to really
Moving on target.
bear in mind that we've got to think.
Overwatch.
Kill us. Running around.
Already there.
Yeah, make a move. Okay, so the enemy hasn't shown themselves. Maybe what we will do... We've got a good defensive position here. We can complete the objective.
Tout de suite.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Come get some.
The alien transmission is still active and we're running out of time. Get to the relay and take it out.
Shut up, man.
ASAP.
Shut up. We don't need to get to the relay because we can just do this.
Menace 1-5, we confirmed destruction of the relay. The alien transmission is down. Eliminate any remaining hostiles and move to evac.
Je passe en vigilance.
Roger, roger.
On my way. Advent troops here.
Yeah, they're coming for us. Would have been nice to be able to surprise them. Is that an explosive piece of terrain there? Could be, but I can't. Is that going to just blast through the wall, or is that actually going to get that sectoid too? And are we safe if we do that? Well, we're behind full cover, so...
Here, catch.
Like Gandhi once said, if you've got a chance to make something explode, take it, blow everything up. Should get a accuracy bonus. And we should be able to put this guy down. If we don't miss. I mean, that was bad form. That was really bad form. What we should think about doing is retreating. That's... Oh my gosh. Sectoids tend to use psionic attacks. They also do have ranged weaponry as well.
What's happening? No, this isn't right. This isn't
That's
right.
not necessarily too much of a problem. Basically, they just sprint around and sometimes take a pot shot at whatever enemies they can see. We're behind full cover, that's very, very good for us. What this means, though, is that we can't really choose to retreat, which would be my preferable choice, it really would. Now, the reason why I want to kill him is because this might engage the sectoid. You might find the sectoid actually will try and resurrect that enemy, which is essentially just wastes. That ain't really going to do anything for the enemies. We'll have to put it down again, if worst comes to the worst, but it doesn't really benefit the enemy to do that too much. It's never been something that's hindered me in any way when they've gone for the resurrection. What do we want to do? We are behind full cover if we go there, so I'm going to actually... Yes, I'm using my full move. This does get us closer to our panicked person. Now, if she's still alive, I might be able to heal her. Yeah, still behind full cover. Dimwit. What's this guy going to do? He's going to try and... Yeah, he's going to resurrect the dead guy. Now, if we kill the sectoid, that will end their control over that reanimated enemy. Panic's gone on our ranger. What is her name? Oh. Got a good chance at getting a shot on that chap there. Now, is she going to go through... She's going to try and go through that door. I'm just trying to think about where I can get some cover, should we not be able to kill that last surviving enemy soldier.
We can use here.
Handy. Handy.
Got something new.
Yeah, and there you go. See, he was being controlled by the sectoid, so as soon as the sectoid dies, the zombie dies. Now that big old, very explodey looking tank, I'm wondering if we can get a decent bead on that.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed.
Good.
Mission accomplished.
Good. We suffered a wound, we suffered a panic. I'm wondering if that perhaps will affect my ranger's will. Sometimes it does, you know, their will gets affected and that can have a knock-on effect further in the game. It ultimately means that they come back stronger, but they might have reduced will for a couple of missions.
For our new recruits, but they've done a remarkable job, Commander.
Okay, we've got a grenadier. Handy. Yeah, I mean, I really like the sort of slashing ability that the Rangers have. I find myself using that very frequently, so we're going to upgrade that.
New objective
Yeah.
added.
Fly to the black side, make contact. Yeah,
I've
sure.
updated our latest operational objectives, Commander.
So we've got an
You have
engineer,
done an
that's absolutely
outstanding
fantastic.
job leading the resistance, Commander.
Now that we have more staff on the engineering team, we can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander.
Yeah, I
keep
think we're
looking
going
for
to
more
want to
recruits,
do
though.
that as well. We
We'll
are
need
going
them
to
to
want
staff
to
the
clear out
facilities
space.
once
We've
they're
got
built.
our got some supplies. We're going to need some more power.
Commander,
We still
we
need
have
more
a lead on the
engineers.
alien black site, but we'll have to rely on the local resistance to actually get us into the facility. We should
Yeah.
try to make contact with their forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project. Commander, you're not gonna believe this. We just picked up a signal from an emergency locator beacon. It's definitely one of ours, from the original invasion. I know it sounds crazy, but if there's any chance some of our people could still be out there, I think we owe it to them to find out.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries.
Commander.
That's what I want.
I'll see that
This
work
is what we're
begins
gonna go
immediately,
for.
Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
We need more scientists. It would be very beneficial for us. We're getting these rookies. This is not It's not... Getting more soldiers is not going to be a priority from this point on. But,
Avenger plotting new course.
But yeah, we need them for the moment. Might suffer a couple of casualties, who knows. Let's go here, let's do this thing. We're going to want to go to that Advent Black site, we can't go there at the moment. Yeah, good. Okay, so we can get some funky abilities. Yes, you're going to be training, my dear, as a hacker. That's lovely. That's something that I really, really want. I'm going to hold off on getting that just for the moment. We might have a chance to open up some comms on the map. That means more income, more coverage of the map, more places that we can go should missions appear. So, yes, yeah, there we go. We've now got that. Yeah, we'll do that. That is essentially a means of getting resources.
I'll
In this
have a
instance,
report assembled
supplies.
as soon as the research is
Yes,
Commander,
yes,
We
yes,
can
there
now
we go.
work to establish
Now let's do
contact
this
with local
first.
resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient
It's a
intel to
scientist.
make contact, we'll need to
It's
scan
an
the target
extract a
region for the
VIP
operative signal.
mission, which
Although
is
we
a
have
tough one.
allies
It's a tough
scattered
one.
in cities throughout
We've got some
the globe
supplies to
who are
gain,
willing
so
to
I
share
think...
their knowledge of Advent's operations. The aliens
Okay, hang on
are
a sec.
actively pursuing them.
Hold
It
your
will
horses,
be up
hold
to
your
you
horses,
to
hang on.
ensure the safety of our operatives, Commander. Good luck.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team.
Yes,
but as
you're
it
right.
stands,
We've got
we have people still
unused
waiting
staff
for an
at
assignment.
the moment.
We can have them working on construction, excavation.
Now
or
this
staffing a
is,
facility. Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components.
This is more
left
useful
over
than
in
it might
this
seem,
area.
because we get supplies and
If
we
we
get...
clean this stuff out,
You know, we
could
get some
probably
good
use
stuff
the
from
space for a new
clearing these out.
facility.
We should always
Excavation is
have
underway,
somebody
Commander,
clearing stuff
but
out,
it's going to
not
take
just to
some
make
time
space,
get
but
all
to
that
get
stuff cleared out.
the supplies and stuff that we can make from that. Council mission. So we've got intel, we've got a scientist. So I want to work on getting a sergeant ASAFP. I think that what you're going to be doing... This person's going to be a medic. Now for my medics, I like red and white. Again, it does help somewhat on the battlefield. You can just make them out. I'm thinking they're looking a little bit goofy. Obviously the bandana's a little bit goofy. There you go. There's our medic, Zoe Simon. I'm gonna want at least one rookie because oh my god, why are you... No, I'm not letting you wear that. Do I replace this person with a rookie as well? Yeah. Oh my god, what on earth have you lot come dressed as? Flipping heck. Gosh. Can we just... And you're not having your hair flipping. boing diddly haircut. That's the colour that I typically have for my Rangers. You ain't one of those yet. Not an immensely powerful squad, granted. But let's get them out there. Again, we're looking to level up some of our skills. You know, I want shred on a grenadier as soon as possible so they can deal with armor. I want to make my specialist a sergeant ASAP.
Somewhere near our AO. He'd like us to secure the area, rendezvous with the target, and provide an escort out of there. I don't think the Resistance would ask if it wasn't important. Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP.
Okay, now so this is
the evac volume for extraction.
This is an evac mission. They can be tough.
Advent already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
I mean, on the plus side, we're not capturing a target and escorting them or anything like that. We're taking a bit of a, we're moving far here, but we do have a time limit that we've got to be cognizant of. Usually, you're not going to bump into enemies just on the first move. It's rare. It can happen. It's rare. Okay, we ain't going up anywhere. Scientist, it's not exactly like having an additional squad member or anything, but it does mean you've got potentially somebody who can be a decoy or a scout. It'd be nice to have somebody up high. That's for sure.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. I've got eyes on Advent troops.
Alright. Go on, pigeons, get them. Right, choice targets here. Now, the trooper might be the best one because then as we discussed in the last mission, what's very likely is the sectoid will try and resurrect that soldier, and that is a big distraction for them. I don't like moving here, I've got to admit, but I want to kill that soldier. We've got a very, very good chance of doing exactly that. Yeah, now that gets us a kill for the soldier that we want to upgrade to sergeant, and it also should mean that the sectoid will be distracted by making pretty much completely pointless move. I'm going to move up fast. I'm gambling a little bit that the old sectoid is going to be Occupado. I mean, he might take a shot with us with his ranged weapon. I don't know that he will.
On the move.
25%, that's not good enough, we're not going to hit. We've got to remember what the objective is here as well. It's to get this person out of here alive and well. Should be able to chuck them behind hard cover and be okay, so we're going to do that.
Affirmative, covering now.
Hopefully what will happen is that sectoid will move out of cover and we'll get a better shot. Bingo bango. He's hiding. Goes behind cover. One enemy comes to, but of course if we put down the sectoid, that ends the Psy zombie as well.
Position confirmed.
Now, I would like to be able to keep hold of my grenades for my grenadier, if I may.
Get ready for a surprise.
They can really get us out of the pinch. We've got a lot less cover now for that sectoid. I want to see what we might get if we do a hack action. I'm kind of intrigued as to what might be available if we do that. So, gonna go here. This is a bit of a brazen maneuver. We're right out in the open. But we should have a very nice shot here on sectoid. In the face.
Je suis en route. Je force le point d'accès.
Nope. No, 41% chance, and if we fail, we're gonna bring down all kinds of hell. That's just not worth doing. We should certainly be able to advance up here without any dramas.
Rolling out.
Very small magazine on the miniguns. That doesn't really change, but you can of course get bonuses and things from missions, which might increase magazine size and stuff. Okay, would have been nice to have a bit of Overwatch, but at the same time, I mean, I'm thinking we've got to make a move. Right, what are we dealing with? A lot of stuff. Okay, now that looks like we're going to get both of these enemies here. Let's just try and be sure of that. I think we've got them both if we do this, so... Very good. Maybe what I should have borne in mind is that there's a bad guy there. We could potentially shoot my grenadier. Maybe we made a slight mistake there. I think really we ought to get you behind cover. Let's...
Position confirmée. Cible abattue.
Right, bam. There's sectoid, right. Okay. Might have left people somewhat open. I'm gonna have to gamble that that sectoid's just gonna try and do some psychic crap. I can make it so that he's having a bad day by doing this. Probably going to have to feel like he's going to have to move somewhere.
On the move.
I mean, that's just a garbage chance to shoot. It's just no good. You're behind full cover, aren't you? Okay, okay, he went for the shot. Okay, I was expecting that he might try and resurrect his buddy. We got hurt, but not killed. That's fine. Okay, he's gone for an Overwatch. That's so if we don't do anything that triggers an Overwatch, he's kind of screwed.
Reçu, je bouge.
Slight goofy animation, but we got him.
Je vais me retrouver à court de munitions.
Okay, now you're not the person who got hit, are you? No, you're not. Got a grenade left. You've used yours. you, sir, are the person who did get hit.
Understood.
Let's put you behind some full cover. Oh crap. Oh crap. Okay, mistakes were made. I forgot that he was on Overwatch.
Target down. This one might be carrying something.
Solid copy. Tech guys will love this.
Okay, so that's where the exit is. Get a little closer, but I don't think we need to go there just yet. I'm amazed that I forgot that somebody was on Overwatch. I got somebody killed because of that. That's just...
Compris.
That's bad.
Good to go.
I don't see any enemies around here, so I don't...
I'm all over it.
I'm amazed that I forgot that guy was on Overwatch and he killed our squaddy. Too bad.
On it.
Heading there now.
Je vais vers la position.
Okay, let's activate the chicken leg. I know that it's an icon of a helicopter taking off, but it still looks like a chicken leg.
VIP is secure.
Let's eat those chicken legs.
Status confirmed.
Chicken drumsticks. Alright, so we got out. We got somebody killed because of a mistake. Really, it was a pretty callous mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But we live and learn. I mean, I'm not going to say that. Sally Ricky Thompson. Yeah, so we're going for medical protocol. We're going to be focusing on the medical stuff. The person who will be our sergeant. What do you got? You're going to be a sharp shooter. I mean, that's a nice one for assault rifles. We got a scientist out of it. That's useful.
I will make sure they are put to good
yeah, we've got
use.
low supplies. It's fine. What do we got? Let's just take a look at our soldiers. Yes. Okay, this is all good stuff. Yeah, I want that. That's lovely. Maybe a bit later on. That is essential. You know, all of this good stuff. The next thing that I want to build is going to be the... there's another tactical thing. I can't remember what it is.
Hey, Commander.
Just check that our engineers being used to their best effect. Yeah, so we got just the one.
For a few years
We need
linking
more
up with
scientists.
Central,
We
right?
need
Yes,
more
one of
engineers.
the
We do.
advantages of
The
working.
millions of people in those cities don't seem to mind all that much.
Avenger plotting new course.
You know what? That's great, but
Avenger plotting new course.
let's finish one thing first. We've got loads and loads of intel now. That's a very good thing. What I want supplies for is so that we can open up some of these areas. Yes. Oh. No. You're gonna learn to be... We got 2 specialists, 2 grenadiers. You're gonna learn to be a ranger, son. Definitely one of the best classes in the game. Very, very effective. That's good. I like it. I like it. Yes. Yes. Now, do we actually have those? I want to look in the inventory. Can we build those, or do we have those? Looks like we have those. Beautiful. Those are some fantastic little weapons. Those are some... They really give us a boost in a lot of good ways. We're going to be wanting to make contact. I don't... Yeah, we're gonna be opening up areas as opposed to necessarily picking up supplies from crates and stuff on the map. The more areas that we open, the more regular income that we're gonna get. Groovy. There you go. Got a couple of supplies from there. Nothing to shout, you know, to shout about, but still good stuff. Let's do this. Begin. Wait, are you excavating or are you not? You're not. Thank you. Right, can we build... Right, must not have researched the correct thing to get the building that I'm thinking of. Resistance radio, yeah, sure, keep on working on that actually.
Nothing on the local comms.
Commander, we have a squad ready to move on the resistance
I hate these.
currently under siege by the aliens. Give the word and we'll move out.
Sector 14, East Asia.
Right on our doorstep as well. How? Yeah, we're working on getting Simon up to Sergeant, so of course... Corporal Kennedy, yes, you're coming along. This is a tough one. This is a tough mission type, so I'm actually thinking I might just use my vets. I'm gonna just do that thing. Get in the right armor. Come on, purple and black. What do we got? No. I'm gonna give that to my ranger. Speed, perhaps, I will give to my specialist. Yeah. You happy with that? Yeah, now I think I'm gonna give that... Oh, you've already got that, haven't you? Missed shots.
They only provide a single shot action, but this thing hits hard. Even an edge hit could potentially stun the target.
I mean, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I don't think. I mean, that missed targets get one hit anyway. That's not. I'm going to save that for somebody when they're going to be using a. Tell you what, yeah, we'll put it on this then. Fine. We're probably quickly going to switch that out as soon as we get something better. Are we happy with this team? We are. And I think that we will call it a stream
Ready to
there.
deploy.
On the next one, we should be diving
Now that we've
straight
got the
into the
aliens'
mission.
attention, they're taking it out on one of the resistance
Got
outposts
4
in the area.
relative veterans.
We're heading in to secure the camp and protect as many civilians as we can. Eliminate all
And this is
hostile
a
forces
tough one.
attacking the site.
Neutralize enemy forces, rescue at least 6 civilians. Oof. It's a bit of a tough one, it is, but it can be a very fun mission. Sometimes the civilians seem to want to get slaughtered.
Menace 1-5, hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Commander. We're going to call it a day there. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to continue straight on from here next time that we do a stream. Wish me luck. Till I see you again. Bye-bye.